Ready.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. What's the run? What's the run?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Freeman looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down. Beckwith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. 70, Indy. You better be afraid of me.
On first down, Freeman. It's complete to Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 2, Freeman. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
I'm trying to collect.
Throwing on first down. Freeman got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Set. 10 Tucson.
Man left, man left. 4 down.
5.
On second down now. It's Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike 9, Mike 9. Bang out, bang out, bang out. And watch that.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Too little, Captain. Mike's 54. Mike 54.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Freeman. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding Green complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Out of the gun now on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hernandez. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Freeman. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And a throw right sideline is complete. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there Gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Gordon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Freeman. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st down, Beckwith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check. Watch 54.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Get ready. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
2nd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hernandez.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Check pass. Check pass. Slam, slam, slam. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Man out, man out, man out. Let it go.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Hernandez. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 5-4. Mike 5. Delta. Mike 5-4. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Set. 10 Lobo.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Get it.
Now Gordon on first down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready, set.
Mike, 97's the mic. Here I come. Watch tight end.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Looking to throw. Freeman.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, exit. Put up. Ready.
On 4th down, Freeman. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
Clear.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Looking to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Green brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. Harbin, the intended receiver. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Look.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Now over.
I got him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 9. Daniel.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Mike 9. Hey. We got to. Hey, we got a seal.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Touchdown, Saints. Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, Freeman nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Freeman over the middle, complete. It's Rodriguez. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the gun on 3rd down, Freeman. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Go on.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this one a victory here.
That we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, this thing is